of evolution. All right, the next way to develop yourself and future-proof your career is develop your emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence, Bonnie mentioned EQ earlier, is the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. So keeping our human-only skills sharp is another key to future-proofing our career. Robots will never know what it's like to be human. We've got that on them. They'll never be able to feel your pain or know how badly you missed a loved one. They'll never be as intuitive or as emotionally aware as we are. So, how do we cultivate our emotional intelligence? First one, I've got a fun story on this one. The first one is respond, don't react. So, anybody have good in-laws stories? Everybody loves a good in-law story. So, my in-laws, God bless them, we were having a conversation with my wife, and they were we were getting a little bit heated. There was this old family heirloom that we sold on Craigslist, and they were upset about it, and all this stuff. So they just started making her feel so bad about it, And I, instead of being emotionally intelligent, I was the opposite. I flipped out. I cussed out my father-in-law. I said a lot of things I'm not going to say right now. And let's just say, instead of responding in a way that would have invited genuine conversation, my reaction built a wall between us. And he said, okay, and shut down the conversation. In other words, I was not emotionally intelligent. So learn to respond to conflict, not react. So don't do what I did. Be intentional with your vocabulary. There's a difference between going to your executive and saying, Jeff is a bad team member. There's a difference between that and, when Jeff shows up late to most meetings, it communicates to the rest of the team that he doesn't value us or respect our time. You see the difference? So be intentional. Be empathetic. One of the best ways, again, is if a coworker is struggling to produce, put yourself in their shoes. Did their cat just die over the weekend? Have they been sick for 2 weeks and they're just trying to get back? Be empathetic with others. Process your emotions. So this is another one I'm good at failing at. So I like to share my failures because I have more failures than successes. No. Process your emotions. I've been accused of being emotionally dead inside. My dad, that's my dad. And, yeah, that's my dad in the back corner, by the way. Say hi to my dad. He can vouch for it. Unfortunately, again, I'm terrible at processing my emotions. So what I do is I have a tendency to bury my emotions instead of questioning why I'm feeling them. So when I'm sad, I shrug it off and say, get over it. If I'm angry, I lash out, like to my father-in-law. Now, my counselor and my wife have helped me become more self-aware. But the way they do that is they help me question my motives. And so if I'm feeling sad, or if I gossip about a coworker at lunch, or send a scathing email, nobody's ever done that, right? What was it? Why did I do that? Was it because I wanted attention? Is it because I was afraid to talk to them directly? Because I have a fear of conflict? What was the motive? What was the motivation? So again, just processing and thinking, okay, what's the root behind why I acted that way? So, in short, focus your time and energy on being more human. All right, another way is to look for the right problems and suggest solutions.